President, and she's here at the rally today for Harris. Have you made up your mind, Candace, who you will vote for prior to hearing the Vice President speak today?
Yes, without a doubt. No hesitation. If I can go right now and vote, it would definitely be for the President Harris, not Vice President. We're claiming her as our President.
So can you elaborate more on why that is and what matters most in a presidential candidate to you this year?
What matters most to me is that someone who's for all people, not some people. Who's for women's rights, not just occasional with no prejudice against women. She's going to fight for us. She's power to the people.
And what are you hoping to get out of the rally today?
Oh, just more encouragement. Just being around the camaraderie of those who believe like I do.
Thank you.
Is very scary. And they gotta go. They gotta go. Let me also talk about jobs for a minute, because Kamala and Tim understand that to have a good economy, you gotta make something and you gotta grow something. That's what we do in Michigan. We make things, we grow things, we build an economy, and they are laser focused on making sure we are making things in America. I know this. Just take a look at today's jobs report. Did anybody see that? Over 250,000 good-paying jobs just in 1 month. I don't know about you, but I want to go forward with Kamala Harris as our next president.
This election, it's not about a choice between personalities. It's about a choice between a future where the rich get richer off the hard work of the working class people, or it's a future where we, the working class, take our lives back. That's the future that Kamala Harris is fighting for, and we have to stand with her in this fight. Donald Trump is a scab that will kill the American auto jobs if it saves Wall Street a penny, or if it enables a CEO to buy another yacht. That's what he stands for. Kamala Harris has been on our picket lines. She has our back in our fight for a future where EV jobs, where every auto
whether it's more energy, more cars, more batteries, more chips, we are stronger and the middle class grows. These chips are so important. They go in everything, from your phone to your car to your dishwasher to your computer and everything else. And while Donald Trump works against the CHIPS Act, Kamala Harris and Democrats got it over the finish line. And it's working. Chip factories are popping up all across America. We have proven that you can bring jobs back home and reduce our reliance on Chinese chips. But we need a leader who's willing to actually do the work. In his 4 years as president, Trump took us backwards. Kamala Harris has overseen a manufacturing boom. Thanks to her leadership. Thanks to her leadership, we are growing the middle class and our economy is growing too. So this November, we have a very clear choice. A coordinated strategy to bring back manufacturing and grow the middle class, or the same old guy with the same old ideas about outsourcing and anti-union leadership. So, Big Rich says let's vote for Kamala Harris.
I want you guys to let the next president of the United States know that Flint loves him. Let's hear it. Come on. We know the road to the White House goes through Flint. We are a strong, resilient community. We are a community of victors. Here in Flint, we are Flint strong. We need a strong leader for our country. Flint strong! We are blessed to have such a great leader come through our community. They saved the city of Flint with the American Rescue Plan, and we're going to continue to move forward. Say, we got to move forward! We got to move forward! We are the birthplace of unions and middle class, and we need somebody that's going to support us in the White House. And we have that leader in Kamala Harris. So when she comes out here, Flint, I want you to roar. I want you to stand. I want you to scream. Because Flint ignites. We are Flint strong. Thank you and God bless.
My father worked 30 years for Fisher Body. When I turned pro, I thought that was going to be the greatest moment in my father's life, but it wasn't. The greatest moment in his life came when he finally owned his own home. What Kamala Harris wants to do as president, put millions of Americans in their own home, give them $25,000. She wants to also have more small business owners. And she's going to help them out by giving them $50,000 for starting new small business owners tax deduction. She's smart. She's strong. She's passionate. Nobody's going to outwork her. She's committed to you as the people of the United States, the people of Michigan. She's committed. not talk to other people, but this is important. Our black men, we got to get them out to vote. That's number one. Kamala's opponent promised a lot of things last time to the black community that he did not deliver on. And we got to make sure we help black men understand that. So that's why I'm here, to make sure I help black men understand it. First, get out and vote, and then vote for the next president of the United States.
We are fighting for a future where we tap into the ambitions and the aspirations of the American people and build what I call an opportunity economy, so every American has an opportunity to own a home, build wealth, and I'm going to speak about small business. Do we have small business owners in the house? Right? Okay, so on the economy, I'm just going to spend a minute on small businesses. Because let me tell you, so growing up, our mother often worked very long hours. So my sister Maya and I, we would go over to Miss Shelton's house. Miss Shelton was from Louisiana, and we called her our second mother. And Miss Shelton was a small business owner. And so from being a child, I know who our small business owners are. They are community leaders, civic leaders. They mentor, they hire locally, they build up the community, they are part of the fabric of the community. And small business owners are the backbone of America's economy. So, in my plan to build an opportunity economy, one of the things I will do is raise the startup deduction from $5,000 to $50,000 to help. You heard Eric talk about it. We need to build more housing in America. You know, my mother saved up for years to buy our first home. I was a teenager by the time she saved up enough to do that. And right now we know there's a serious housing shortage in our country, and it is part of what is driving up costs. So we will cut the red tape and work with the private sector to build 3 million new homes and provide first-time home buyers with a $25,000 down payment. We need to lower the cost of living. Look, our economy is making good progress. Just this morning, we got a solid jobs report. outline all of the federal jobs that should not require a college degree and make that clear. And when I'm elected, I'm going to challenge the private sector to take on the same approach. So Flint,
Hi, I'm here with Terrence Grundy, who is a Flint resident, and he was just at the rally. Terrence, can you tell our readers, after seeing the rally and hearing the Vice President talk, how did that impact your opinions about what matters most in a presidential candidate?
Yes, it was extraordinary. I really enjoyed it because this would be a very diverse time in our election era. The first woman ever going straight for the presidency. I like that all her credentials max what a president should be, and I believe she's for everybody. She's not downing people, she's not downing the children, you know. God is love. So we should stop condemning people all the time. Yes, we should have our own beliefs. Yes, we should stick with morals and values, but we shouldn't crucify people. Show them love, and I like that, like she was saying, she is not a criminal. She's actually a lawyer, and she has plenty of credentials. I like that she's very professional. She has a lot of years in policies and political knowledge, and she's a strong woman. She's a diverse woman, and I like that she has a lot of qualities for the people. And one thing that I like that she pitched out was the $50,000 tax deductible thing for those who are entrepreneurs and first starting businesses. I'm an entrepreneur myself, and I believe it's a blessing to help small businesses. The rich are helping the rich, and where's the middle class and the minorities? And I like that she is really pushing for the people, not just women, not just men, not just black, not white, everybody.
And so, can you talk to our readers about the importance of voting in general?
Oh my goodness. You know, you hear it all the time about people saying not vote. A lot of times when you don't vote, I don't want the Republican and I don't want the Democrats, you cancel out your vote. Voting is important, and I'm going to do it in a very vast and a very common way, because our ancestors fought to vote. Women couldn't vote at a time, so this is a crucial time. Voting matters, you all. And then it's even on the local level. We need your votes. Young, black, white, Hispanic, minorities, Caucasian, Jews, Gentiles. You know, God is love. We need to come together. That's the problem now. The nation is so divided. Your vote, I believe, matters. When we get decisions made and votes, that's how legislations and people come in. That's how Madam Kamala Harris got her job. People voted. And when you vote, that shows that you showed up and that your vote matters. And when you vote, decisions can be made, policies changes, and laws can be fulfilled instead of outlawed. We don't want that Project 2025. So go out and vote, you all. It's important. Young people, black, white, Hispanic, come out and vote. This is a very, very crucial election.
Thank you.